We are continuing the same method, first method, straight line method. The next problem, that's on page 14.16, illustration number 5. Company purchased machinery 2 lakhs. The date is given on 1st April, that means beginning of the year itself. 2016 is the year. Depreciated at the rate of 10%. 1st October 2018, the machinery was sold. Draw machinery account for 2017, 18, 19. Like in previous question, we have to do for 3 years. Then you have to see that date of sale here. We are selling on 1st October 2018. I'll just show you the financial years here. It is starting with 1st April 2016, ends on 31st March 2017. This is 1 year. The next year starts with 1st April 2017 to 31st March 2018. Then third year will be 1st April 2018 to 31st March 2019. So these are the 3 years. 16, 17, 17, 18. The last is 19. Yeah, 18, 19. So these are the 3 financial years. We are starting with this one, 1st April 2016. We sold on 1st October 2018. You should first identify in which financial year will it fall. This date will fall in between this financial year, the third year, 1st October 2000. The sale date is 1st October 2018. This particular date falls in between this third financial year, starting with 1st April 2018. That's after that only we have 1st October. So this date will fall in between this financial year, not in second year. Understood? Second year ends on 31st of March 2018. Only after that we are having this October. So this will fall in between the third year. So you have to remember one more entry, that is the sale entry. Sale entry will come in third year. So now we will start preparation. They are asking you to do the machinery account. Entire chapter will be doing the fixed assets account. Not only machinery, any fixed asset. Then the format is date particulars amount, date particulars amount. We are starting with the date 2016 April 1st. We purchase something, that means to bank we have to write. It's 4 rupees 2 lakhs. We don't have any additional cost for this. Then before you write or record the depreciation, we need to do the calculation for depreciation. So you leave enough space for completing the machinery account, or what you can do is beginning itself you can do the calculation. Understood? Before you do the machinery account, that will be better, so that you don't have to leave any space. Anyways, calculation must be shown with your answer, not on your calculation sheet, because that calculation for amount of depreciation, that also carries marks. So you have to show this with your answer. So here amount of depreciation will be equal to, so there you leave half of the page and write this calculation. The formula you write, original cost minus scrap value, everywhere you repeat the formula, divided by number of years of expected useful life. Now we will substitute original cost. What is the original cost here? 2 lakhs. And here, okay, here what we have is not the amount of depreciation, the rate of depreciation directly given. So it's very easy actually. Though you don't apply this formula, you can just apply that rate of depreciation. What is the rate of depreciation formula? It is original cost into amount of depreciation by original cost into 100, and that rate is directly given like 10%. So what we can do here is, to get the amount, what you have to do is just compute 10% on, the rate is 10, no? Yes, 10% on your original cost, that is 20,000. So the amount of depreciation will be 20,000. So if you have the rate of depreciation, the above formula is not needed actually. You can directly apply this one, where you just compute the percentage directly on the original cost. But when you take the original cost, if you have any additional expenses, that must be added with this. So 2 lakh into 10%, 20,000 is your depreciation. And what is the posting for depreciation? That will be by depreciation, and the date will be 2017 March 31st. This is April 1st only. Now, for how many months should we charge depreciation? In previous question, for the first year, we computed only for 6 months. Because there the machinery was purchased only on 1st of October. But here it is on 1st of April. That means beginning of the year itself, we have purchased this particular machinery. So we have to compute the depreciation for the whole year. Whole year means 12 months we have to charge depreciation. So that 20,000 directly you can write here. The 20,000 is for one full year, that directly we can write. Immediately after that we can write the balancing figure, because sales will come only in third year. So we can write the balancing figure now by balance carry down. That's same date, the year ending date we can write. Write totals and you can close this. Start the next year, that is on 2017 April 1st. Write the dates carefully. To balance brought down, it's 1,80,000. Second year also, what next we have to do? We have to charge depreciation. 2018 March 31st, that's a year ending date. We will charge depreciation. Did we purchase any other machinery during the year? No. So the depreciation in the second year also will be 20,000, because we are following straight line method. Every year the amount will be the same. Then we will write by balance carry down, 1,60,000. So third year is over now. Write the totals on same line always. Now you can start third year. Balance carry down date will be the year ending. Next year starts with 2018 April 1st. To bank, you must remember one thing, third year we have sales also. To bank 1,60,000. Now just see the date of sale. 1st October 2018, that falls in between this 1st April 2018 and 31st March 2019. So we have a sale value here which is to be recorded. Before you record the sale value, because we are going to sell this particular machinery now, before you sell the machinery, you have to charge depreciation on that. Usually we will be charging depreciation only at the end of the year, but in this question, since we are selling it on 1st October, that means during the year we are selling that particular machinery, we have to charge depreciation on 1st October, because that machinery will not be there till 31st of March. So on 1st October, on the date of sale, before you write the sale value, you have to charge depreciation on that. So now the depreciation date will be 1st October 2018. By depreciation we will write. By depreciation 20,000 can we write? No, because it's not there for 1 year. So for how many months we will charge depreciation? Starting from 1st April till 1st October, because on 1st October we are selling it. So we have that machinery only till 1st of October. So you have to charge from April 1st 2018 till October 1st 2018. So how many months we will charge? April, May, June, July, August, September. Can we count October? No. It is on October 1st. Beginning itself we are selling. So we can count only till September. That is for 6 months we will charge depreciation. So it will become 10,000, not 20,000. So we charge depreciation. Next we will record the sale value. The sale value is given here like 1,20,000. When you sell machinery, what is the journal entry? It will be bank account debtor to machinery. We are getting something, so bank account debtor to machinery. So the posting will be, again the date is same, by bank account, and the amount is, the sale value is rupees 1,20,000. Understood? Immediately after you write the sale value, always remember to record the profit or loss on sale. So that is very much important. You have to compute the profit or loss on sale. Take your working note. That means at the end of that machinery, you have done this calculation. No, the second working note we will write here. That is calculation of profit or loss on sale. To compute the profit or loss on sale, always compare the book value with the sale value. You have to compare the book value with the sale value always. Now book value, you remember first video I showed you the book value meaning. Book value means value in the balance sheet. That means what appears in the outer column. So original cost less depreciation, that is the book value. Here the original cost is 1,60,000 because we are selling this particular machinery now. So for that the cost is 1,60,000 now. Cost means cost at the end of 3 years. What is the actual cost now? Don't take the first figure 2 lakhs. You have to take the current value. So the current value or the current cost is 1,60,000 minus depreciation is 10,000. So we can do the calculation. Book value is equal to, what is book value? That is original cost minus depreciation. And here the original cost is 1,60,000. Don't take 2 lakhs. The present original cost you have to take. Minus the depreciation is 10,000. So your book value became 1,50,000, which is to be compared with the sale value. Sale value is now 1,20,000. So 1,50,000 is the book value. We sold it for 1,20,000. So it is for a lesser price we are selling. So 30,000 will be the loss on sale. So this is how you have to compute the profit or loss on sale. So always compare the book value with the sale value. Book value means the present original cost minus depreciation. Okay. 1,60,000 from where did we get? This is the balance carried out. That is the present original cost. Minus depreciation, we will get the book value. Compare it with the sale value. We got the profit or loss. If it is loss and all these happening on the same date, if it is loss, you can record it as by loss on sale. Understood? By loss on sale you can write, and the amount is 30,000. You can show within brackets P and L, because all this profit and loss will be recorded in P and L account. So the loss amount here is 30,000. Okay. So by loss on sale within brackets P and L, we are writing 30. If it was gain, where will you write? It must be recorded on the debit side. It will be to profit on sale, within brackets we will write P&L and the amount of profit you can write. Yes, so we recorded the depreciation, then the sale value, then immediately after you record sale value, you should record the profit or loss on sale. Now this account is over, we can find the balancing figure, see whether there is any balance for this account. Here we have 1,60,000, just add your credit side total 1,60,000. So there is no balance in this third year because we had only one machinery and we sold it fully on 1st October. Will there be any balance for that machinery? No. So there won't be any balance carried down when you do like this. When you sell it off completely, we won't be having any balance for that machinery. So there won't be any balance carried down. You can just close it. Write the totals and close. Yes, so this question, these type of questions you will be getting, that means purchase value is there, at the same time we have sale value. So when you record sale value, before you record sale value, you have to charge depreciation. Then after you record sale value, you have to write profit or loss. So certain steps are there. These type of questions you will be getting. So repeat this question 2-3 times.